AI video is going crazy, and Kling 3 is just about to be released. Link in the description to be the first to try it. Now, you may have remembered that Kling released this motion control, which was absolutely bonkers, and then they've done all the AI influencer stuff. You can find all of this here on Higgsfield, which is the best place for everything AI video generating and graphics, pictures, etc. Now, today's video, we're going to briefly cover how you can use Kling 3 inside of Higgsfield when it comes out, what's going to really be released, and then compare it to Veo 3.1 because it's going to be much better than Veo 3.1 and Sora 2. So I think it's going to be a big, massive release, just like the last time when Kling came out, where essentially they're just revolutionising video. So, first things first, this is Higgsfield here. This is where you can come to use it. You can see inside of Higgsfield, there's a bunch of image models, but there's also a bunch of like different tools essentially for image generation in here. It's the same with video, they always have the latest stuff. They've just released Grok and Kling Motion Control, and now they're going to release Kling 3.0, and they've got all the latest ones, Sora 2, Veo 3.1, etc, etc. Now, if you want to go and actually use Kling right now, just select one of these. And we can see here, there's a little one that I just created a moment ago. Let's show you.
$7,000 and $2,000.
Which is pretty funny. But anyway, you can use any model here, which is a cool thing with actually using Higgsfield. You come here, you can change it. But in regards to Kling 2.6, you can go here and you can get a different variety of presets. So I'm sure they'll release similar things, although we'll go into it in a moment. But they're going to have a new type of canvas in how you actually interact with the AI. So instead of having just a prompt here, it's going to be like a whole storyboarding thing that you can use as well. So of course we can use any of these presets in Kling 2.6, give it a prompt and that's sure. But they also have a video editor. So this is O1. And inside of O1, if we go to how it works, you can see you can do things like changing the atmosphere, for example, so from like nighttime to daytime. So basically like changing what's on screen, you can make it snowing, this kind of thing. And they also have this motion control that I showed you at the beginning. Now this is absolutely nuts. And for these you can select presets and then like add your face or your AI influencer or whatever, and it'll create one. If I show you my history. And for context, the reason I'm showing you all of this is going to bring all of this together for Kling 3. So if we scroll down, where's an example here? So, what have I got? Here's a little video, which is me plus a character. And then I was going to put this person on it. So the motion control is this is the image, this is the face. If we zoom out, click this here. Auth management, secrets management, and storage buckets. These are for files, which is pretty cool. So the only problem here is obviously the audio, but that motion control is absolutely mental. And you can see that they're starting to get proper texture and stuff on AI video, which is kind of terrifying. If you go to Reddit and go to Higgsfield AI here, you'll actually be able to obviously stay up to date with the latest, but you'll be able to see all of the things that people are actually making with it that looks super realistic. Try to skim by the things that are going to get removed, but basically the whole point is that they're trying to add some texture now to skin so that it seems legit. So anyway, what can we expect from this Kling 3.0? Because for context, no matter how you feel about video AI, it is here and it's something we need to acknowledge. So how can we leverage it for the tasks that we want to do, for example? So anyway, the big things that they're going to do is native audio. So they'll solve the lip sync and ambient sound effects hurdle, i.e. like when you hear Veo 3 audio, it always has that weird thing. They've fixed that. They now have character and scene consistency. So they have this O1. Well, now they're going to have that in 3. Canvas agent, so they're going to be able to actually storyboard. So it's a brand new UI for 3.0 versus 2.6. And then motion control, that was just showing you. They can now handle 30 seconds of high difficulty physics in one take. So that's like a proper dance routine, for example, just because that's simple. Also, native 4K 60 frames per second, mental. You can edit by pixels, not just portions of the screen. Physical interaction, so there's now a new physics engine to handle fighting, hugging, complex interaction, that kind of stuff. And then time-wise, 30 to 60 seconds of video versus Sora 2 right now is like the best or the longest for one single shot, one scene, which is 25 seconds. They're going to double that, which is mental. So if we compare it here briefly just to like VO 3.1, which is kind of like the best other than Sora, is they do 720 or 1080, while Kling is going to be native at 4K. And also, for context, 3.1, I think it's like 25 frames per second, whereas Kling's going to be 60. 4 to 8 seconds per clip, it's going to be 15 to 60, yeah, 24, 60 frames per second. Native audio. Now, you can do the native audio here, but I think from what they're saying is you're going to be able to also add in audio. So you can give it like an 11 labs audio of you speaking and then change the video just with Kling, which will be brilliant. Here, editing, start and end frame control, so you can only say this is the beginning, this is the end, and then it can kind of, generate here. Whereas here, regional in painting, meaning you can edit at any point here. Reference up to 3 images, and this here is the director memory. So this is the idea that it's supposed to be like a director of a movie and have that type of context as opposed to just a couple of pictures. Physics, it's got a brand new engine, and then architecture is pipeline based, whereas this here is supposed to be like a end-to-end entire platform and suite for generating videos. So that's what's coming up. If you want to go and check out Higgsfield, it'll be linked below. By the time you watch this video, it may be out, and if it is, it will be on the channel. I'll be testing it to see what can we actually do with this from a real life perspective. How can we actually leverage this other than AI influencers and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and see you next one. Bye bye.